Shigi Shuri. It is Saturday, October 26, 2024. Happy weekend. I haven't talked about BTC in a while, so I put it up front at the start so I don't forget. Um, right here is, of course, the reference high, ref high. What to do? Would I love to trim? I have an order in to trim IBIT in the 70,500 range. And of course, up there, right? Up here, the other rep high, which is 70, give or take 72.8, which line up right there with that white line, the trend line. So there's two spots for me to trim. So far, I trim, let's see, not quite half, one third, roughly one third of my position as far as what was bought here. And then of course I trim and then add it here, not as much as I wanted to, but so I still have 2/3 left from this point right here, right? So that's the reference as far as Bitcoin. TOT, ugly week, nothing you can do about it. Okay, at this point, for the past month, if you want to go back to the strong econ data that we have now for literally a month, we just had to well, I don't know how other people feel. I'm not fearful. Okay, it come down to the white line, the key white line, and hell. So that's fine. I mean, TA wise, it is trading TA wise as well. Just had to wait until after election. We have another 10 days or so before reality is gonna set in as far as what's going on with the economy. Not much we can do. Okay, at this point, the Fed is gonna put out numbers that help Kamala. It's insanity, but it is what it is. And given the time frame of how long I have been in TLT, another week or two, it's not a big deal when it comes down to going back 2 years, right? It was 2 years ago that I talked about TLT. Yeah, 2 years ago. Let's go back 3-year chart. Yeah, 2 years ago. So right here, remember, for those that remember, October of 2022 is when I started to talk about TLT. Yeah, so it has been, give or take, it has been a dog for 2 years because you take in the 3% dividend, give or take. It's not like I'm losing money in the position, but at the same time, it's kind of like a meh position, right? It's definitely not a great return by far, but it is what it is. All right, let's move on to the major indices. DIA, let's go back. DIA, yeah, it's the one that I try to short. It's always, sometimes it's better for me not to talk about it. When I talk about my plan and put in the plan, somehow it does not work. Yeah, it's frustrating because I was looking at it, I'm like eyeing it, keep the order keep not going through because the debit that I put in was not good enough. But if you're able to short, congratulations. Okay, yeah, it came down, not a lot. Okay, let's just talking 2.5%. Okay, it's not huge. Okay, it's, can it come down to 407? Yeah, it can. I'm not ruling out not trying to short. Okay, it's just that I need to see some kind of crazy move up, and then if I were to short here, would I do a 425, 410, something like that, going out at least a month. Okay, you can't do it short, but right now I would not short right here right now. I would rather see it go back to the 426, to that upper range before trying again. But yeah, it's the one I talk about for weeks now. That's the one. Okay, I would not short the QQQ, right? But now that it's for the last month or two, I talk about how the QQQ is not the place to short, but now it's getting up there, right? So it might be a better place to short as far as doing, do something like a 503, 505, if it break, okay. But we'll see. But to me, I think doing something like a 505, 485, like a 20 point range, that might be a doable play as far as so yeah, QQQ is getting more attractive, but the big boys, the Max 7 earning is coming. Okay, Tesla was the first, Netflix as well, right? But you get the Google, the Meta, the Microsoft. Those are coming, so that can give it a big pop, and I do think the big pop is coming with those, especially Google, which we will talk about shortly. SPY, pretty much like Dia, is my top choice to short for the past couple weeks. Yeah, it's still attractive to short, and yeah, I'm keeping the fib extension for now. Okay, if this roll over into the 50 MA, then I might do a fib, flip it back into a fib retracement. But since it broke the high, check back, and then ramp higher, that's when I flip to the fib extension, right? So I can flip back into the fib retracement should it break the 20 and head south. IWM, struggle. Uh, would I go long IWM? Let's see. Where would be? I think the 100 is not a bad spot for those that like to play the IWM to go. I wouldn't short it here. Definitely not a spot to short IWM, right? But I like. Let's see something here. Yeah, see, you see this trend line, 1, 2, and it lined up nicely with the 100 MA. So if you want to take a fly into IWM on a pullback for the Christmas Santa rally, 212, 213 might be. Heck, I might even grab a few share right there. All right, so it's not a bad play to go into small cap in November, December. Look, history rhyme. Okay, look, last November and December, see that 160, 20%. All right, just like many dogs, 20% is not a bad. I'm not saying it's going to repeat. History might rhyme, it might bounce. We might not get a 20% pop because compared to 2 years ago, okay, compared to last year, let's go back real quick. Last year, different story. Okay, last year, look, the reason why you got a 20% pop was this nasty decline from August to October. Nasty, nasty decline. That's why you got that big 20% pop, right? This year, you don't have that. So, would I buy where I thought could be the spot? Yeah. But at the same time, I don't have the expectation unless somehow earning is awesome for a lot of small cap stock and the channel high is up there, right? There's a channel high, so we can be riding the channel, right? So for now, it could be, unless there is better opportunity out there. At the end of the day, all of us have limited funds to allocate, right? If there's a better place to put my money, then other place will get the money, not IWM. Okay, there was a no-brainer to go into IWM, no-brainer. If you're following the tax laws dumping in late October. All right, let's move on to the Max 7. Meta has been struggling, right? I'm still keeping the fib extension on, but make no mistake, it got up to the fib. That's not a random spot, and it gave back, right? So once it all-time high once, twice, and break it, yeah. But if it come back into the 50, as for sure, if it get back to 540 range, then I'm gonna flip this into the fib retracement, right? So for now, it definitely struggled the past month. I did trim into this move, but I'm holding the rest of my share, and I don't mind. I don't mind holding it. I think they should have very good earning. I wouldn't touch as far as adding Google. I did buy. I had an order in the trigger right here. Okay, so yeah, and I'm selling 150. I think it was like 157, 152 put spread. But into earning, I'm not doing anything as far as put spread. It's safer to stay out of. For me, I'm not saying other people should, um, but for now, I don't have any play of options for this Friday coming up. We'll see what the market do. If there's a big dump, this time I believe Google earning coming out the day before Meta, and I like it here. For the record, I am in Google here more than I have been all year. Okay, this is the heaviest I am in Google right now compared to any point of the entire year. I trim, buy, trim, all kind. There's been a lot of buy, a lot of sell, a lot of trim. Never completely out. But at this point, I am at the heaviest that I have been all year. So, and I'm comfortable with that heaviest position in Google. It's my favorite of the Max 7. For sure, missed out on some other good one, like Tesla, right? Apple. Nah, I'm not a fan of Apple. Um, sure, did I miss out on Apple? Yes. That was a spot. Okay, that was a spot that I could have and tried to down here, but didn't come down quite far enough. And of course, same thing here. When I came down here, I played put spread, just like I did here. But yeah, as far as buying share, not in it. So would I buy here? No. So good luck if you own these things. Okay, good luck. Not for me. Amazon, can't be too excited, but we're coming into the season that Amazon tend to do very well. You got Christmas shopping. Uh, Seasonality is with Amazon. Let's go back 2 years. Let's go back 2 years. Now, last year, I think it did go down because the market was very bad last October. Not this year. Okay, this year, we didn't have that October soon that we have like last year. So um, let's go back 2 years. Okay, so look, last year from September, from Labor Day to the end of October, you got a nice pullback, dropping outside of the channel, right? And then boom, nice Christmas run, right? You go from 120, yeah, 20%. That was a 20% move in Amazon last October through the end of the year. This year, not quite the same. Okay, not quite the same. See, for it to have the same kind of move, you got to be down here. Now, if Amazon was down in the once, down in the 200, no brainer, I would buy. That's where I would buy Amazon. But for now, I'm on the sideline. Okay, last October it was down here in the channel low, and then popped to channel high, but not right now. Right now it's kind of in the middle of meh. Nvidia, I did trim. Uh, can we go even higher? Okay, so yeah, it's a trim. I've been trimming up here, 141, 140. I have another order in at 145 to trim. Um, but yeah, it's rare air here. Okay, I'm not flipping this to a flip extension yet because it's struggling here. So it can easily. I'm raising my stop on portion of my holding. Where? Right here. 137.46. Okay, to me that's way too much to give back. It's been a great run as we loaded up in the 115 and below, right? Many people that follow us and Nvidia for the past year, yeah, we did. That was the last time that we load up. It was painful, but we load up, and now, yeah, and we load up in the 115, and I think the highest order I had was 101 that I bought. Okay, so great return. Not complaining, buying something in the low 100 and trim at 140. Yeah, in 3 months. Yeah, no complaint there. Uh, Tesla, wow, beast, beast, beast. But it's into ref high, right? It's not random. We are there. Okay, we are there. So I would say it's time to say thank you and go. But that's me. I don't have any dog in this fight, right? So congratulations for those that went in. But wow, wow, okay, wow. Breathtaking move, 2 days, breathtaking move. So you're talking ref high, it's time to go. Now, the strong sign is this massive candle, and not red, okay? So for those that don't know, green candle mean it end the day higher than opening. So 2 days in a row, that's very strong. I mean, it's crushing the short. I mean, Tesla is one of those stocks that are haters. I'm a fan of Elon Musk. I'm not a fan of the stock itself. It's Tesla is probably the one Max 7 that I have the least luck with. My mentor that taught me how to trade um, used to tell me that for most traders, there are always stocks that they don't seem to get right, and that's okay. He said that he's the same. He has stock that he felt that no matter what setup he put in, he always seemed to get it wrong for whatever reason. And Tesla is that one for me. That's why I'm rarely in it. Um, I'm in it when it's like more obvious, like down here. I'm not in it when it's like in the middle of nowhere or at the all-time high. I just, hey, if I was brave, I'd say do a a bear put spread going out a month. Do something like 270, 240, yeah, something like that. Because last time it got up here, it gave all of it back in a month. Okay, all of it from this high 711 to 805 in less than a month. Right, so pay attention. You can be bullish, but don't be stupid. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Netflix, wow, wow, impressive. I'm keeping the fib extension on because next fib, if you long Netflix, 776 ish, right? Impressive. What can you say, right? It got almost not random, almost to the fib and pull back, and it's strong. Okay, but yeah, pay attention to the volume. Okay, if it drift higher on continuing declining volume, you know what to do. Get out. Okay, this is back to volume. Okay, back to volume. You see this move right here? That's the kind of up move that you should feel confident in. Look at the volume, pretty steady. Nothing, nothing majorly drifting. Not huge spike and then big drawdown. Okay, so pay attention to volume. You just cannot, um, you know, get too excited on big volume up. Does not mean that it's gonna give back all of it, but just pay attention. They are look at this one here. The previous um, volume spike. Let's take a look. Let's zoom in. Okay, you get big volume spike, and then it's basically dead money. It's going sideways for the next month, and the volume kind of died down. Okay, and it's just it's yeah it's but give credit to where volume is. It died down and it stays steady. It's not like completely crash. And sure enough, Netflix rise. Okay, so back to volume again. Okay, if Netflix, look at the volume here. It basically steady, right? You got outside of the big earning pop. 2 days later, the last 4 days, pretty much even Steven. So it can go sideways. So there's not a whole lot of opportunity in Tesla. Okay, in Netflix. I mean, it's just like Netflix has been very steady in volume. Okay, it's a very tough. That's why it's been going up. Look, before the earning, you get steady Eddie. Okay, so it doesn't give a whole lot of chances for people on the sideline to get in. Okay, it's not like big crash in volume. Like, hey, we want this. It will happen. Trust me. Okay, it's just you just gotta be patient. Patience, people. Patience. Right now, it's not the time to chase Netflix. At the end of the day, let's talk about other big tech. Adobe. Did I buy more? I might have. I might have. Okay, I might have. It's look. It's at the fib. I'm pretty sure I bought some. I because I remember looking at the fib and talk about it and put it in order. So yeah, it is at the fib. It's definitely a tax loss candidate for some people, no doubt about it. Look, it was $100 higher 6 weeks ago. Okay, so yeah, it's definitely now. Can it fill the gap? That would be crazy, right? So here's my, for those that follow, I did get stopped out and buy back, right? So right now I will have a stop by Monday morning. I will probably put in a stop at the low of day Friday, which is 480.06. Okay, so I'm gonna put it there, and then I probably put in an order to buy 471 down to the gap fill at 461. Right, so $10. Okay, $10. I don't know about you, but $10 on 25 share is grocery money for the week, right? So let's not be silly and throw that money away. It's not the first time that I get stopped out of Adobe more than once. So that's the play on Adobe, right? So it is definitely a tax loss, dumping ground. You can't be You can't have, back here in February when it's 638 and thinking that it doesn't have some people dumping it for tax loss. Okay, so it is what it is. IBM. I sold some put spread, make money. Um, is it a good spot to buy? I wouldn't mind owning share here. Okay, for those that have been longing for IBM, it is at an area of consolidation. Look, last time it came here, it consolidated for a week, check back, all-time high. So I don't hate it here. I prefer to buy down here, right? That's a big move, right? So to me, I don't mind buying a few share here, but the big buy order is way down here. It ran hot. IBM has been super hot. Look at that, 3 years. That's big. Okay, it's big. I missed it. I had it. I traded. I make money, but for sure on this big move, I've been gone. I've been out of this game. So for me, yeah, 200 ish. I would love to get 200. To me, that's the area, right? Because if it come down to the 200, that's the rev high, the previous high, also lining up nicely with the fib. So yeah, I don't mind nibbling here, but on a grand scheme of things, patient. If the stock market have a pullback between now and election day or the week after election, then yeah, I can see a nice entry at 200. Okay, so that's my aim. Cisco, whew, yeah, it's I would say it's time to go on Cisco. All right, so it's near ref high. The last time it got there was last August. So get ready to pull the trigger if you have it. I don't have it. Okay, that's another one that I missed. I love Cisco down here. Just miss entry here. Gosh, that was a painful miss. Okay, because on this day here, I'm just like I got my order right here, ready to catch it with my mittens, and I missed it, and then boom, gone, just like that. Okay. Um, Oracle, no touch here. Okay, all-time high, sideways consolidation. Yeah, yikes. Okay, it's when you have a gap up and consolidation, you can have a gap fill. It did that. Okay, or some stock are like that. Look at Oracle. History, gap up, retrace, gap up, retrace, gap up, gap and go. For the first time this year, you have a gap and go, right? So can it retrace back? History repeats or rhymes. Okay, so I'm not a fan. I would rather put the money into IBM where it is now than put money into Oracle. But that's me. All right, done with old tech for now. Yeah, let's talk financial. The one I have, Visa. Not many. I have trim into the pop. Would I buy Visa down here 270 ish? Yeah, come down. Okay, remember we got the gift. Department of Justice complaining. Yeah, that was a gift we took, right? And then of course we trim and trim, and it come down into the low 270. Yeah, into the 260. Absolutely, into the 250. Yeah. Okay, I like Visa. Okay, I like Visa a lot. Make no mistake. AXP pull back. It's time to do a fib. Okay, let's do a fib. Um, okay, we can do a fib retracement. Let's do the fib retracement. get it right. Let's get it right. Okay, right here, right there. Okay, so let's do a fib retracement. 286, 286.36. There we go. Yeah, even at the 50, yeah, I wouldn't mind. Look, the last time it came to the 50, sure, it almost kissed the 100 before ripping higher. So mm, for me, if it touch the 50, right, I would rather sell a put spread down here. The 100 to me is the no-brainer. 250, right? So I like AXP, but not up here, right? Not up here. Not up here. At 250, yes, no-brainer at the 200. Okay, no-brainer. But I take Visa, MasterCard. Look, the MasterCard, which I don't talk about as much. I like V. Okay, I like V. But MasterCard, watch out. Potentially could be channel high. Let's delete all of these. Okay, these are old line. Remove, 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 remove. We don't need to see those are pandemic line. Let's go back 3 years to see that channel. Yeah, it's a decent channel, right? Riding channel high, channel low, trying to break through the channel, couldn't get back into channel low. So yeah, we are at channel high. Not a fan. Okay, not a fan. Goldman Sachs. It's time to go. I don't have anything in the big Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley. I have nothing. JP Morgan, Bank of America, I have nothing. Nada. Not a fan here. It need to come back to the 100, okay, and the fib. Right here, the confluence right here at 488, 486, 487. That's the spot that I would consider anything with Goldman Sachs. For now, no dice. If you have it, maybe the 20 MA is your stop, but nah. Morgan Stanley, similar looking chart, no way, no dice. Even the 20, no dice. Too far, okay? To me, that is too far of a drop for a stop. No, I don't like stop when it's 3%. That's too much, okay? That's too much. Because to get here, you literally already have a 10% correction. So I would rather use low of day on this big candle. So if I own Morgan Stanley, I would use 116.5, which is very close by. Okay, so it's very close by already. So it almost kissed it yesterday. Yesterday it went as low. What was a low yesterday? 116. Oh, it did violate it. So it did break that. Okay, so yeah, I would, if I had it, I would have gotten stopped out yesterday. But yeah, I'm not a fan of Morgan Stanley here. No, 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 no. Bank of America, Warren Buffett sold 20 billion, probably missed out on 2 or 3 billion in employee. But hey, he made a ton of money, a ton. Warren Buffett made a ton of money, a ton. Okay, so on Bank of America, he bought Bank of America in I think with all the warrants and stuff that he had. I think his cost basis on Bank of America was in, I think, even below 10, something crazy. Okay, so you can't blame him to take profit in the 40s. A lot of profit. Okay, in the 40s. There's no way. This, the risk reward is not. No, I can't. This would I buy at the 200? Yeah, if there is a major pullback. Okay, the 61.8 fib right here, lining up with the 200 MA. See, the last time Bank of America came down to the 200 MA, that was a buy. okay, you would have got a nice 20% return. That's what you got. Okay, 35 to 42. You would have got your 20% plus. So for now, just be patient. The time will come. Okay, the time will come. Just gotta pay attention to it. That's all. Is that enough financial to cover? Something I haven't talked about in a while. TD. I'm trying to buy TD. Okay. For those that follow us, right? Thank you for Kingsley, our Canadian friend. We got into TD way back here. We got in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, right? We like TD below 57. We don't like TD up here. Hopefully those that trade TD get out on that move, okay? And it's time. It's in that area to buy, and I like it. I got some at 56.5. That was my first order, and I got more order at 56, all the way down to 53. Okay, so come on down. I like it here, but yeah, TD is the one. I think that should be it for today, right? Let's do, of course, oil. Let's do energy before we close the day. USO, nothing here. There is absolutely nothing here to be excited about oil. It's in the middle of nowhere as far as, I wouldn't go long or short here. Would I do put spread if I see 72? If I see 72, I'd be selling 68, 66 put spread or naked puts. But up here, nothing to be too excited about. Okay, nothing. Oh, I forgot that I skipped over pharma. So let's finish energy. So as far as energy, nothing to be too excited there. XOM, that was the right thing to do. As far as stay out of this stuff, yeah, I'm not gonna bother to change the FIB. Maybe I should. Okay, let's do this. Let's remove this, and let's do another FIB. Let's FIB is an art. Okay, let's do this, because look, this here retrace up. So let's do where a point of key support. Okay, so let's do that. FIB retracement. 126.34. $61.8 FIB is kind of lined up with that yellow line. So yeah, it's the 200. Yeah, in a week or two, the 200 might rise into the 115 range where the 61.8 FIB is. So yeah, it need to come way down. Okay, way down. But no love there. Okay, Chesapeake. For some reason, Chesapeake doesn't work. Don't know why. LG or LNG. I mean, LNG. Yeah, no touch. Okay, there's nothing here. CBX, Chevron. No. Buy down here. Time to go. Okay, 152, 153, 200 MA. Time to go. All right, energy is boring. FV, fighting the FIB here, holding support. When it broke earlier the week, and on this day here, I'm just like, oh, it better get back up there. So it did. So far so good. Okay, so the FIB is defended. Where would be a no-brainer? The 200. Okay, put spread down there all day long. 175, 170. If they choose selling 2 weeks out, which there is, but for me, I'm watching to see if it will test the 100 the next week or two. Likely it will, and then see where it goes. Okay, so that's FV. I'm out. I'm out of vertex. Okay, so on this big move here, I trim and then set a stop, and the stop kicked in, so I'm out. Would I buy down here? Okay, 450, 449. The fib and the 200 MA, yes, that's the spot. Okay, so watch out, earnings coming up. Right, look, last earning, that was nasty. Okay, that was nasty. 510, that was a nice 10% drop on earning, right? So can we get a 10% move? Yeah. Well, if it's a 10% move, we see down here at the 61.8 fib. Okay, so I don't have any order in right now. If I were to sell put spread going into earning, I would do a 435, 435, 425 kind of put spread down here, right? Because I want to use a 61.8 fib as my last line of defense. For sure, the 200 and the 50 fib up here. So yeah, be careful, okay? There can be a violent move, okay? Violent move down. Just gotta be careful. Eli Lilly holding, hanging on to the 100 MA barely, and the fib. Okay, so I don't have any dog in this fight. Would I buy down here? 200 MA is a no-brainer, right? It's lined up with the fib. It can fill the gap. Okay, Eli Lilly can move very violently. Look, on the last big downdraft, you have 960 down to 740. That's it's $120 move. Okay, $120 move would make this thing 850. Yeah, it's that's crazy. Okay, it's that did I do my math right? 960. No, that's 200. That's a 200. So yeah, you're talking down here. You can come way down here, right? Down here. So no, it's no dog in this fight. Now, I do have a dog in NVO. Um, I like NVO here. It's at the fib. No doubt, tax loss pressure. Okay, tax loss selling pressure is squarely here and now, and can go for another 3 or 4 days next week. But I think the risk reward is here. Now, if you squeamish to buy the share, do a put spread. 109, 108, 105, something like that. Yeah, that's a full retracement, right? That's a massive full retracement. Now, um, can it go like something crazy lower? What would be the reason? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But to me, I like it here. Um, I'm playing put spread. I've been playing put spread. I had the share, for those that remember, I had the share assigned on this move here, and then I sold all of it up here. I got assigned at 116, and a couple days later, I sold it at 119. Okay, so no complaint there. And then I had been playing, as of yesterday, I had 113, 110 spread expire. Yeah, and I'm selling 111, 108 spread for next week. That's so I keep playing the put spread game there. Let's see. Pfizer into support. Boring. Watching paint dry. Earnings coming up, so that could be the move, right? But for now, yeah, it's nothing to be too excited or too meh about. You know, it's more meh. Okay, nothing crazy here. GSK, which I got assigned, I have a put a naked one at 38 because I wanted the share, and that's going to be assigned this morning. I'm sure I'm going to log in later and see it, which is fine. I nibble a few share up here, but I wanted to get one. So yeah, it is at key support area. Okay, breakout, check back, check back, check back. So tax loss, selling, whatever the reason is. Yeah, there's tax loss here. Okay, you don't have you hey, whenever you have a 20% drawdown or 10% plus, this is not quite 20% because if it was 20%, it'd be way down here. Okay, so it's not quite 20%, but certainly the move since Labor Day down. At the end of the day, use TA as your guide. Okay, when you fill the gap here, here, that was an easy time to say bye bye. Easy time to buy. Hopefully, people are smart enough to trim on this crazy. You can't have a candle like this and not trim. Okay, you just have to. Reminder: you just can't sit there and smile. When you're smiling, you should be selling. When you're crying, you should be buying. Okay, you know the old saying: buy them ugly, sell them pretty. So right now it's ugly. Time to buy. Oh, bib. I like bib. Okay, bib. This is I have been liking bib for the past month. I had bib, and yesterday, boy, did I lucked out. I had two 182.5 put, right, and um, and I just had that feeling. Okay, sometimes you just had that feeling that the market is gonna turn against bib just because tax loss selling all that stuff. So right at the opening, when I saw it open in the 185, 186, I'm just like, you know what? I want to close out those put and take my profit. I'm not gonna be stupid on. So I put in an order to close out both puts for $5. At first, I'm just like, oh, why not just close one? I'm just like, are you stupid? Are you gonna trying to save $5? So I'm glad I did. I think by lunchtime when the order trigger and I was able to close both puts at $5, that was the right thing to do because my God, saving um, spending $5 would have saved me losing um, $90. Yeah, each based on where it ended right now. I mean, I definitely don't want to own 200 more share of Biogen to let those things assign. So I would have to scramble and close out those put for $1 or more. Okay, so yeah, it was ugly. It was an ugly end of the day. So I'm very glad that I did the right, smart thing to do. Amgen, no dice. Okay, if it come down to 307, 305, yeah, until it get down there into our zone of support, it's in the middle of nowhere right now. So nothing to be too excited about that. Okay, so that's Amgen. Oh, Merck, Merck, ugly move on Merck. Okay, so I thought for sure that it would hold here, the fib, but it did not. Um, I got more than enough Merck share. Okay, so definitely, uh, for those who remember, I bought Merck here, right? I bought Merck here. I add more in the 112, 113, and wow, 10% loss. Okay, so that definitely not a good trade as far as I thought for sure the tax loss. Yeah, there is tax loss selling here. Make no mistake. Okay, it's down 25%. So this too shall pass. Um, if I didn't have so much already, I would have easily bought more. But I sold more put spread yesterday. Yeah, I did. Um, I do think if you don't have exposure to Merck, I think owning it here, buying in right here at this level, what's your risk? Your risk is down another 4. Your reward could be 25% higher. So 4% lower, 25% higher. I like that risk reward. So yes, has it been an error to not get stopped out here? Yes. Okay, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. That the right thing to do was nothing wrong to buy in and hold and add here, but the right move would to get stopped out right here. In hindsight, yeah, it's easy to have hindsight, but it is what it is. Okay, let's end this on a big biotech move. Viking, congratulations to those that have it, but I went to the dark side. Oh, I went to the dark side, and it's making money, right? So when the thing was popping to 79, I scrambled to do a bear put spread. 78, I think mine was 78, 75 put spread for a buck five. I put in a couple, and yeah, I'm fine with that. Like I said, it's insanity, okay, insanity. But hey, it is what it is. This stock has had some. The last time it did that kind of move was way back in March. Okay, we have not had a move from here to here, and it did that. So history repeats. Will history repeat that you see one of these? It can. So no chasing. Okay, there's plenty of money to be made in playing option with Viking. It has been a great stock. I mean, I can't complain. Okay, one way or the other, there's money to be made, and for now, I should be able to close out all the puts that I sold during the week down here. That's easily in the money. Uh, and then perhaps on a pullback into mid 75, mid 70, then I should be able to close out those bear put spread for a decent profit as well. So play both sides on volatility. That's it. Thank you for watching.